Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am beyond excited to be bringing back another wedding trends video with a little bit of a twist. Today we are focused on planning and logistics, right? Trends in the planning and the logistics space of producing a wedding. A lot of times when you think about trends, a lot of people only think about decor, which is so important, and we're going to be addressing that in another video very soon. But today we're going to be focusing on planning and logistics because I think in this day and age, a lot of people realize that without strong planning, strong logistics, things planned in an order that makes sense, a lot of times weddings can fall flat, even if they are beautiful. So today we're focused on the planning logistics side. I'm excited to get into it. All right. Now, if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, my name is Faye Shaw. I am a 15-year veteran in the wedding and event planning space. Yes, this year marks our 15th anniversary at Statuesque Events producing weddings, and I'm really, really, really excited to be bringing way more gems to celebrate. All right. Not only that, I'm the creator of Wedded Details. Wedded Details is a new service offering, a child of Statuesque Events, if you will, that allows us to equip couples with wedding planning advice for a very small fraction of what wedding planning generally costs, right? This is not a course, and it's really something where we are helping you. We are providing you with a service to help you with planning. Right? We're not just giving you information, but we are giving you truly a service to help you through the process for a very small fraction of what wedding planning costs. All right, we can get into that in another video, but today I want to get into the trends. Now, the first trend that I want to talk about honestly has been happening since COVID. It's been happening since 2020. I've noticed it, but I think it's continuing to be on the rise for many different reasons, and that is shorter engagements. It used to be typical for most people to be engaged for 12 months. Some people would even stretch it to 18 months, and some people still do that. Some people are still engaged for a longer time frame, but it is becoming way more common for people to get engaged, to plan their wedding in about 6 months. Like, you may have been engaged longer, but the time you spend planning your wedding for many people is getting closer to 6 months, 9 months. For some people, as short as 3 months. They want to get in, they want to get out, they want to plan the event and move on. And honestly, I get it. I really get it. Particularly if you don't want too many opinions as you're planning. You don't want too many people coming in with their thoughts and opinions, and you just kind of just want to move on. You want to have the day move on. And if you already have the funds saved to be able to spend on the wedding a little bit faster, then that's great as well. Not to mention that when it comes to venues, you may also find some really great deals if you are getting married under a shorter time frame, right? A lot of venues that have availability will say, hey, if you book one of these states we have open, we'll give you a break on it, right? Just to fill it. And there are some deals to be had there as well. So, if you are one of those people who is planning a wedding for a little shorter, know that you're in good company. You're not the only one. And that's a really, really, really fun trend that a lot of people are finding, right? Now, the second trend that I'm seeing on the planning side, which is really common for many reasons, is also virtual planning. Now, again, this has also been on the rise since COVID. We've been doing it for many years because we produce weddings all across the United States, right? We've done events on the West Coast, East Coast, North, South, Midwest, all in between. So we've always met with clients and vendors virtually. But now, even when we book clients who live 10, 15 minutes away, almost every meeting takes place virtually. It's online. People are kind of tired of having to go to in-person meetings for everything, and that's totally understandable, right? After a long workday, you just kind of want to stay home and do what you got to do, and we're really excited about that. By the way, that's a huge part of the reason that we definitely encourage you, many of you out there, to consider Wedded Details as your wedding planner, right? Because we are offering virtual services, virtual consulting, we're reviewing your documents, we're building your timelines, building your budgets, building your plans, like literally planning your wedding virtually for a very small fraction of what it would cost to hire someone locally to do the same. All right, so we're really excited about that. Another trend that we're seeing is partial planning. And this is more of an economic trend with a lot of things that are happening. At the time of recording this video, this is the beginning of 2026. In 2025, there were a lot of layoffs. There were just a lot of things that happened in the US economy that has people either a little tighter with their budgets or just saying, you know what, I have the money, but I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, right? So I just need to figure out ways to have this wedding. I'm not postponing the wedding. Love is not going to wait, right? I want to get married. I want to get hitched, but I just want to find more creative ways of saving a little bit. So let me find ways of me doing a little bit of the work while I hire someone to help with some of it, right? So partial planning options are on the rise. And again, the Details is a partial planning option that can support you. Hiring a day of coordinator is the partial planning option that can support you while you do some of the work. And the Wedded Details specialist also helps you along the way. right? And the last trend that I want to talk about is providing your guests with hotel options. Options. Say it with me, options. Gone are the days where we would recommend booking a wedding and then only providing one hotel block, particularly if your hotel block is really big and you've put your credit card down and guaranteed a certain number of room sales. Here's the truth of the matter. It's 2026, and for some of you who may be watching this in 2027, people know how to find their own hotel rooms. If they either are loyal to another hotel brand that's down the street, or if they have friends living nearby, or they just book late outside of your block, or for different reasons they just want other options. Maybe you booked a more moderate or affordable hotel brand, but they want to stay somewhere a little bit more high end. There's so many reasons that people need options versus you giving them one. And again, like I'm saying, with a larger hotel block, you're on the hook financially for making sure that you fill that block. So it's better to have smaller blocks in a few different places so that people have options and you're really hedging your bets and minimizing your risk, right? For having to pay for hotel rooms that no one's going to use. So we definitely recommend giving a few different hotel options. And also that's something that we offer as a free service over at Wedded Details. I talked a little bit earlier about some of our paid services. Our hotel booking service is free. And not only is it free, all we really need is just a little bit of information, where your venue is, how many guests, things like that. And we will tell you, we recommend that you go with this hotel, and this hotel. This is why. We'll give you everything that you need to move forward with that and make it nice and smooth and easy. So those are some options. Those are some logistical things that are trends and that we definitely recommend. Most of these we can also support you with over at Wedded Details. Shameless plug. And we really hope that this is helpful for you. Again, like shorter engagements, if that's you, listen, know that you are in good company. It's not weird, it's not strange, even if your family and friends are saying it is. Number two, if most of your wedding meetings with your florists, with your wedding planners, sometimes even with your venue are virtual, know that that's normal. Like, it's normal, especially if you're planning from out of state and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do so much virtual, I'm nervous. Know that it's normal. It is normal, and you're not missing out on anything, especially if you have a strong vendor team. You don't have to worry, right? This is normal. This is the norm these days. Partial planning, you doing a little bit and having someone guide you along the way, like for example, using our wedding detail service is normal. It is the future, really, right, of where we believe wedding planning is going. And then last but not least, providing options for your hotel blocks is crucial. Like, people love options, first of all, and secondly, people, if you don't provide options, people just kind of find their own. And if you have a huge hotel block, you could be the one in the red because you didn't provide options. So we definitely recommend that for everyone, okay? Especially if you're having out of town guests at your wedding. So I hope that these wedding trends have been helpful. As usual, make sure you subscribe, like, and if you have any comments, leave the comment because we reply to every comment on the channel. So if you leave your comment, we'll give you an answer. We may even create a whole video about it, right? So let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'm happy to see them. We're excited to have you here. Happy planning for your 2026, 2027, even 2028 weddings. And we'll be back with more videos very, very soon. So yeah, as usual, all the links of how to work with us are in the description. Learn about how to work with us at Wedded Details, learn about the hotel block bookings, all of that is in the description. And we can't wait to see you in a future video. All right, cheers.